Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Hob. Welcome back with open arms. I'm looking in the bottom right. I feel, have I been in that area? Is that the place where yeah, I've been in that area. Yeah, I've been in that area. There's one fly left alive there, strangely enough. But that's where I ended up getting a sword fragment from. So that's fine. Yeah, I apologize for people coming in, tuning in from last episode. I'm really sorry for how long it took me to just finish that off. Oh, hold up. Since I've now liberated the region. Yep, of course. I'm not over here. I'm not done here yet. I can now change the landscape. And voila. There is genuinely a really oddly satisfying, you know, the subreddit, oddly satisfying, just like how how everything clicks together perfectly. I feel like something's missing. I should be able to... Oh, here we are. Another duh. Because just like, look how perfectly everything ends up fitting together. And it's just... Oh, there was that clipping. Did you see this? The part I'm standing on here, it was clipping through the... That's... Tisk, tisk, tisk. Runic Games, I'm onto you. Now, you might be wondering, what exactly am I... What's my goal right now? Well, since I've got water running, and you can see now there's water running through the pipe beneath me. Can I walk down there? I can, but it's pointless. Is it? Let's see. Where does this lead to? Oh. Have I been here? Am I just going in reverse or something? I feel like there's a vault right over there to the right of the screen, but I need a fully upgraded blade to be able to access it. Spoiler alert. Yeah, so our goal as of this moment right now is that so we've gotten the water... God damn it. We've gotten the water running. Now we're going to be connecting the rest of the islands to create a proper network of pipes to then fill up the rest of the regions. Why we're doing that, it will give us access to previously inaccessible areas, but namely, it'll give us access to these, not to these giant golems, not like a bastion. Oh, look. Is that all? Oh, look over to the top right. I want to go there. Oh, look where I'm going. I have to go all the way back to that earlier area. If I jump over to the right, yeah. And if I slide downwards, I almost fell. That's scary. Yeah, so we'll get access to now these gigantic golems. Not bastion, but like really huge golems. We'll collect their cores. We'll collect 4 of them. We'll put them all into the one golem. We'll be able to access that floating tower I mentioned a very long time ago. So no, I've been there already. But I'm missing... I'd like to explore the rest of this bottom area here. But where I'm headed off to now is here, I guess. Because now we'll have access to those areas that we didn't have access to before. Oh, unfortunately, my memory of this segment of the game is failing me. Unfortunately. So at this point, it's going to become... See, this is the point where it becomes kind of open world. A lot more open world than probably we're used to. See, I want to explore beneath me. I want to see what's further down below. I can't access that area. Because it would seem to me there's something down there, but I don't know how to access it. And I'd like to go there now, and at least go there from this direction. Oh, you know what? That might actually reach me I can't remember how I actually ended up getting to that vault. Do I see the shadow of an enemy over there? Yeah, I do, actually. Never mind. Just... I'm going to be backtracking a lot. Oh, no. Oh, whew. I thought I was going to die. See, unlike... Because this game is isometric, I think it doesn't have the advantage that Dark Souls had. Where being a 3D space, you're able to kind of memorize the map really well. And lots of 3D spaces do that well. 2D isometric spaces do that well. The developers of Bastion actually talked about that. The reason why, if you've played Bastion, it's really creative. As you walk around, the landscape kind of rises around you. I feel like this is how I access the bottom area. Yeah, by the looks of it. Can I... I'm feeling... They're kind of really unique looking. Come here. Come here. Ah, you're scared of me, chicken. Bastion, the developers of Bastion, like, as you walk around the place, the landscape rises up to meet you, and it's really creative. It's really cool. The reason for that being a lot of isometric... Oh, look at that. That's how I access this area. Nice. I will just very quickly... Oh, yeah, now I have access to the water. Like, I won't do that yet. I want to try and look up to the right. I want to go rightwards. I'm noticing there's something to my right. But how do I get on top of the pipe? Oh, I can't remember. You know what? I'll just access the water. Because the developers of Bastion know that in isometric games, you typically need to have a map. Because you get lost. You'll get lost otherwise. And you need to keep track of where have you been and where haven't you been. And so the way... Shit, that was loud. The way the devs of Bastion solve that, they make it so that the complete landscape is unformed around you, and as you walk over it, it forms around you. So that way you automatically know in advance, have you been there before or haven't you? So I feel like I'm kind of being lost in this game is part of the kind of the flaw to having an isometric styled game. That's just what happens. Whereas having a 3D game, you know, the developers of Mark of the Ninja, they had a 2D stealth game, and it's lauded as being a really good 2D stealth game. They mentioned that people will keep getting lost in their 2D worlds, 2D levels. So, oh god, no, what was it? Oh yeah, they couldn't have really large, intricate 2D levels because people will keep getting lost in them. So they had to sort of reduce the scope to a degree. Because people just get lost when it's sort of a flat 2D plane that you're playing on. Kind of like isometric, you are sort of playing on a single plane, almost. I'll admit. This is now finally, I get to show off the new cloak. So yeah, much less health. So we'll have to start playing a little bit more skillfully again. But look how much faster I move. It pays for itself, I think. You end up moving around so... You end up getting to explore the places really, really damn quickly anyways. So I guess it pays for itself. Now let's... is there anything here I should be checking out? Is there anything here that maybe I've possibly missed? Oh, you can see the map updated now. This place is watered. You know what? I think... What is that area here? Oh, that's the main central golem. Yep, I know where that is. To get to that area, we'll have to go through this left node instead. Whereas I went downwards, we need to start heading left. It's good enough as we are. Let's keep moving. So yeah, I feel like getting lost in this game is kind of to be expected because it's isometric for the most part. For the most part, it's isometric and it's like you're playing on a single plane for the most part. It's not entirely true. But I don't feel guilty that I'm lost. And I do think that part of the difficulty of making a game like this, as well as it kind of falls... The onus is, I feel, in this case, it's on the developer, on the designer to create a game where the player doesn't necessarily get lost and feel guilty for being lost or feel bad for being lost. Because there are some games where I'm more than happy to get lost in. There are some RPGs I've played where I'm more than happy to get lost in, or... What? Oh, there was a... Okay. I know I've been here. Let's just keep moving forward. God damn it. Let's just keep moving forwards. I'm sure something will reveal itself to me. And just as I say, let's keep moving forwards, I start moving the opposite direction. Just because that's who I am. Is that... Nothing here worthwhile? No, there's a doorway there. So I guess I'm done here. Yeah, let's just move forward. Let's move forwards to new areas. To a new area. So I think in this case the onus is on the developer to create a game where you don't get lost in. Because getting lost in this game kind of feels annoying and bad. You don't want to be led by the hand. You do want to sort of make a mental map of the area, but at times it feels kind of shitty. Okay, I reckon... Oh no, not bug throw. Let's move forward. So it's an interesting, I think, discussion to think like, who is responsible for having fun in the game? Is it the player's responsibility to have fun in the game, or is it the developer's responsibility to make sure the player has fun in the game? And that might sound like a really stupid question, but let me give you an example from Monster Hunter itself. Hey, buddy. Oh, there's a big guy. Yep. No, come here. Boom. Trip. And then we shall end you. So hopefully you stop spawning. Whee! For Monster Hunter, there are lots of different quest types, but most of them... The vast majority of the quest types are, slay a monster, hunt this monster. That's what they boil down to. But every now and then you have these gathering quests where you'll have... The quest is simply, collect 5 of this kind of herb, or kill 8 of these kinds of small animals, for example. And, no, especially the gathering quests, there are these very freeform gathering... Shit. There are these very open freeform gathering quests where you can gather whatever you want. It's just gather to your heart's content, get, herbs and stuff, which you normally don't gather during a hunt. just so you can make sure you stay stocked. Things like honey. You don't normally play Monster... let's head leftwards. You don't normally play Monster Hunter to be... You don't normally do a quest just to collect honey, so there are quests specifically for... If you want to be collecting honey, here's a quest for you to do just that and anything else you want. But unfortunately, those quests aren't necessarily fun. They're kind of a chore to do. Because people like myself, I'm a bit of a completionist. I want to be able to have completed all the quests, including those freeform gathering quests. Or at least to be told, you've done this quest. Let's just explore this area. Let's make sure there's nothing here. Unfortunately, most players, myself included every now and then, because they're boring, you kind of end up going like, nah, I don't want to do that now. I'll do it later. But then by the end, once you've done all the hunting quests available to you, you now have a list of 12 gather quests, which are boring and you don't want to do, and they're so tedious to do because you're like, I don't want to do this. And so at first blush, you might think, oh, that's the developer's fault for doing that. Right? But that seems... God damn it. Right? But that's not fair when... If I, as a player, take responsibility of my own fun and make it such that I will evenly disperse, like a chore, I'll do them piecemeal. I'll do them one at a time. I'll actually do like 3 hunting quests and then 1 gather quest. Or maybe 4 hunting quests and then 1 gathering quest. Just to spread it out. And it's a lot more satisfying that way. And it's not boring, it's not tedious at all. It's fun. And so once I finish all the hunting quests, I don't have this long list of gather quests I need to complete now. I can just move on to the next list of hunter-gather quests. And that feels good. So in that case, I feel like by taking responsibility of my own fun, I enjoy the game a lot more. So whose fault is it? Is it the developer's fault for not making it fun in and of itself? Or is it the player's fault for not realizing they should be taking control of their own fun and letting themselves enjoy the game as best they can? Because sometimes it takes a bit of a mature and sensible player to do this. Sometimes you may recognize that there's God, sorry, this is loud. Sometimes you may recognize there's an ability in a game which is maybe overpowered, an attack which defeats... It just makes it boring in the end. It makes the game boring because you can just spam this one attack or this one strategy and you win, full stop. And that's kind of... And you may want to rag on the developer for being like, look, this is the developer's fault for letting this stay in here. And you're like, yeah, sure, that's probably true. But isn't it... Okay, stop. I'm going to get killed by this boomerang guy. Let me just... Oh, there's 2 of them. There's 2 of them. Woo! There's 3 of them. Fuck. Let's just end you all. Oh, I killed one of them. I killed 2 of them. Let me collect the heart. Let me... I'm sorry. I'm going to have to end whatever it was I was talking about. Just to, Just to, defeat these guys. Oh my god, that hurt. So now that I have low health again. So you might be wondering, like, sure, it's maybe the developer's fault for leaving this strategy in here. But if you could just stop using it, why not you just, the player, take responsibility for your own fun? Stop abusing it. And just... Shit. Just play the game without it, and if you enjoy it more, then why stop? Just give that a go. I can't concentrate because this music is playing in the background, so I'm just going to look at this and finish my point where I was saying, if you take control of your own fun and you stop abusing this ability or whatever, suddenly the game becomes a lot more fun. Sure, the developer's at fault for leaving that abusable ability in there, but at the very least, now you're enjoying yourself a lot more, and now suddenly the game's a lot better in your eyes, isn't it? And that's just the thing that I wanted to say, I guess. I want to push you down, please. Or completely obliterate you. That works. That works just fine, too. I think there's a heart container right around here somewhere. Bad idea. Bad idea. Run. Is that, I'm hearing screaming. Do I have to... Excuse me, because I know this heart container is accessible from somewhere. I haven't made eye contact yet. I haven't made contact. It might be... does it... What's the like... There it is. It might involve me liberating the area first. Maybe? Yeah, actually kind of does. But I can hear the guy screaming in the bottom right, somewhere around Oh, there's a liberation place. Sorry for pressing the wrong button. This is... Oh, I'm now approaching the one such golem. I'm actually standing on like the shoulder pads of the golem. I should have mentioned that. I was busy talking about something else. But I was... Shit, I'm stuck. Help! 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 God damn it. I should have mentioned that I was actually... Oh no, where am I? Am I going to have to go all the way around? That's the... God damn it, I was so close to liberating it as well. Had I just liberated the area, this next part would be super easy. I would have just been able to gain access to it right away. So I should have mentioned that I was actually walking on top one of those... Or walking right next to one of those really large golems I was talking about. That we need to get a past. Yeah, you can see in the background as I'm running across. That's one such golem I'm talking about. That big structure. I even looked at it and I didn't comment on it. What the hell's wrong with me? I mean, there was that lookout point. I've forgotten what I've called them. The viewpoint is what I've called them, where it looked right at this golem and I didn't say a word about it. So yeah, there's that. You're welcome. Okay, time to liberate. And let me readjust my headset because my head's starting to hurt. Frighteningly enough. Hopefully you're not hearing too much of that. Time to end your life. And enjoy this for the moment. And I think first point of order is probably collecting the heart container I was trying to look at earlier. See, okay, by the way, these fly things, you'll notice they... Oh, did you see it? It kind of hung around. That was one bug I was having during my first playthrough as well. You can see it's belonging to this kind of corrupted-looking spire thing. That is part of the corruption. These flies are corruption. They belong to the forces of corruption, I'll say. It sounds really, really sinister when I put it that way. But that's kind of like where it belongs. That's where it's from. Let me collect this heart container. Get another heart, because now that I'm using this robe, I have very, very little by way of health. But once I collect this heart, and I have 7, it feels like I have a lot more now. It feels a lot more satisfying. Okay, I guess this is the golem here. That I was part of the golem, I guess. Okay, now I'm like, if I press start, what? Yeah, now I'm trying to get on top of the golem. I am a little bit lost, I'll admit. I don't want to be there. I want to be there or be square, is what I would say. Let's head upwards. Oh, hey. Let's end you. And let's end you completely. You take a beating, actually. Wow. And now I have access to this area from down below. That's good to know. That the word is... It's comfort in knowing? No, that's not quite the right word that I'm looking for. Oh, this is... Let's... Oh, shit. What have I gotten myself into? What have I gotten myself into? Okay. Now I kind of wish I didn't... Oh, okay. Look, I'm trying to get the big guy first. But I guess, sure, I'll get the little... Look, let me just get the... Please. Why won't this work? Okay, look. Pull him off. And then end his life. This should be straightforward now. That is... Oh my god, I can't believe I actually died. I died! Okay, yeah, that's actually a really cool note. I like that in this game, when the enemies kill you, this is the nice attention to detail, they don't just sort of go back to idling, doing their normal idle animation and just walking around or whatever. They actually stop and they express pride, or they have like a victory scream, or a victory yell or something. It's great, I think. Thank God they don't keep their... Ooh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. They actually have like some kind of character animation to go with you being defeated. I like the attention to... Oh, I almost... See, I feel like he had no poise there. Don't die. I must have had iframes, that maybe. Oh, I getcha. You know why the spearmen, when they were hitting me, they weren't killing me? What would end up... Oh, they're all back here. Nice. Welcome back. Can I pick you up? I want to pick you up. I want to get all the scrap for picking you up. I just noticed then, he hit me, but then he hit me quickly before I had a chance to recover, so I didn't take any damage from the second hit. That's what was happening with those, with the spear guys, with the shields. I would accidentally hit the shield, I'd bounce off, but since I hadn't had a chance to recover, when they'd hit me, I would take no damage. So that's just, I figured that out now that makes a lot of sense. That's all. So this is a good segue to end the episode on. Thanks so much for watching. I do appreciate your viewership and your patience. As always, stay tuned. There's going to be more Hob coming up later after this. But until then, have a nice day. Bye.